My name is Aurora, and I will be showing you an introduction to the company that I was investigating this semester. My company is Amazon. As you can see, the letter to shareholders that Amazon puts out yearly includes a copy of the original letter that the company put out during the initial stages of the company. They do this to show their shareholders that they continue to hold true to their initial vision and continue to carry on the original idea. Nonetheless, they also try to strive for innovation. It's something that the company is known for in values within the company. So one of the innovations that they had was the idea of the marketplace that became one of the key aspects of the company in their websites. The marketplace provides a place for other sellers to compete with the prices that Amazon has on different items, so that the customer can get the better price within their website, so that they allow for competition to take place within the website. In doing that, provide the customer with a better experience by being able to provide them with different options. Prime is another innovation that the company created in recent years. In what Prime does is that it gives the customer the opportunity to buy a membership that provides them with unlimited free shipping on different items that the company sells. And it also gives them the opportunity to get free shipping on items that other sellers are selling on their marketplace area. So it really gives the customer a better experience in that, in the sense that they pay less in shipping and handling fees than they do on other websites or other through other companies. Another project that Amazon was pioneering is the Amazon Web Services, where they provide different services to companies on information of databases and also internet services. So that those are some innovations that the company has had in recent years, and those are highlighted programs within the letter to shareholders in their latest letter. Um, in the summary for social responsibility, we see that Amazon has set up different standards to minimize their environmental footprint. One of the programs that they have in place for this is the frustration-free packaging. This is a program aimed at minimizing the packaging that is put in place for items that are sent off to customers, and this is in an effort to ensure that they are minimizing the waste that is coming out of the packaging that they're sending over to different customers. Another effort that they have also put in place has been the environmentally friendly packaging, ensuring that the material utilized to package items is made from recycled materials, so that it has less of an environmental impact through their business model. The company is also providing grants to support efforts to uh, fight the climate change that is happening in the planet. They have also been a company that has been really active in providing aid to different places around the world that have suffered from different disasters. So they put several millions into providing disaster relief through different programs that they have in place. Another example of their social responsibility is their effort at providing their workers with the Career Choice Program, where they financially support workers who want to change careers and go back to school. They provide scholarships where they pay for any kind of career, even if it's not something that would end up having the worker come back to the company eventually. They want to make sure that they're providing their workers with options that would eventually give back to the communities where they're from. In terms of the summary of their business ethics, the company has a code of business conduct and ethics. They have a set of 12 different points in this document. Some of the highlights is that they expect their employees to follow the law of the country where they're operating, ensuring that they're not violating any of the laws in place when they're operating their business, and also ensuring that they're avoiding any kind of conflict of interest as employees, ensuring that they're not giving priority to certain sellers or buyers based on their personal preferences. The company is really clear on prohibiting this any kind of discrimination and harassment within the company. They also prohibit employees from giving bribes to different government officials to further the company in any way or form. And they ensure that they make it clear to their employees that they want clear bookkeeping and confidentiality within the organization to ensure that there's no mishandling of how the different stocks are sold or what is exposed to the public and what is not. In terms of their global operations, the company not only sells globally, but they also operate globally. What this means is that they have different countries where they have a active e-commerce website where they sell items, but they also have outside of those countries, they also have different operation centers where they operate globally and they're not outsourcing the jobs, but they're actually hiring employees for the company in those countries as opposed to outsourcing the jobs that they have. Part of their global model is to ensure that they have as many items available, a wide variety of items available. In this model, it goes in a cycle. So by having those selections that are wide, they ensure that the customer experience is improved. In that, in exchange, makes it so that the customer has higher the website, I'm sorry, has higher traffic. In having higher traffic on the website ensures that there's more sellers wanting to sell. That then restarts the cycle by having more sellers means that they will have a wider variety. That means that the customer will have a better experience and it will go on and on, making this their global model that has been proven to be successful given that the company has been really successful in the past couple of years. They operate in 8 different countries. That those countries include the United States. It also includes Italy, Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Spain, India, China, and Japan. Are the places where the company has active e-commerce websites where they're selling things within those places. And they ensure that the technology and the customer experience is similar internationally, so that someone that is buying something in China is having the same experience as someone that is buying something in the United States, so that that stays consistent. For the summary of financial operations, I was comparing Amazon to Apple. And as you can see, Amazon is definitely underperforming compared to Apple. Then again, Apple is a bigger company. And I was just comparing the two companies. I was comparing it to Apple just to compare it to one of its biggest competitors. As you can see, the profit margin, the return on assets, on equity, the turnover for receivables and inventory, Amazon is underperforming compared to Apple. But then again, when it comes to the current ratios, we can see that Amazon has a 1.08 in assets for every dollar it has in liabilities, whereas Apple is breaking even with a $1 in assets for every $1 in liabilities, which makes the Amazon company stand better in that sense. When it comes to debt, Amazon is definitely in more debt, 79 cents per every dollar, as opposed to Apple that has 58 cents per dollar. When it comes to the earnings per share, you can see that shareholders do get more earnings from Apple at $9.40 compared to $1.25 from Amazon. And also when it comes to dividends for investors, they will not be getting a dividend from Amazon, whereas from Apple they do get a $2.08 dollar dividend back. So those are some things to keep in mind when thinking about the financial operations of the company. Lastly, for the summary of leadership, we have Jeffrey Bezos, who is the founder and one of the top CEOs for the company. He is known as the father of e-commerce, and he was a pioneer in undertaking the creation of the company. He is really consistent in ensuring that the company continues a customer-centric approach. He is known for having an extra chair in every meeting, and he makes it clear to all the staff members that that chair is for the customer, so that the customer is part of every decision that is being made within the company. So he has been able to pioneer that and make it a key component of what the company is all about. And it seems to have worked out because Amazon is doing really great and has been financially really successful over the last couple of years and continues to innovate. And that is all for my presentation.